Ghost Rider is in the house. All right. From the middle of nondescript fucking nowhere. The old guardsman on. It was back with you, motherfuckers. And yeah. Um, Cross your fingers, hope and pray things just go fucking easy breezy. You know, no problems. All just lemon squeezy for lemonade and hay. Because I don't know. It might get fucking interesting. What I'm doing, where I'm going, and what I'm into. Nice. I really needed to have a bath of fucking sugary coffee. Isn't it lovely? Good thing I carry these things. So, if I didn't say it before, hello to everybody who is here, who is not here yet, and who is going to watch after the fact. This is the Freedom Forum. Feel free to goof off, do what you want, whatnot. I personally am in the midst of shit, so I'm trying to not talk about what I'm doing, if that makes any sense. You know, limited OPSEC and whatnot. That being said, let it all fucking hang out. Happy Thorsday, y'all. And yes, I am live streaming to you from my present location, which is classified. We'll just call it that. I am at the moment working my ass off to get to where I need to go. Houdini is in the back with me, and we are right now sitting at a Love's truck stop. And that's it. That's all I'm allowed to tell you. Hopefully I see you fucks out there in the real world. It's getting kind of tiring just being all by my little lonesome here in the real world. But you know what I says. As you can tell, there are trucks driving back and forth in the background here, right next to me. Hi, Celtic Grandma. Good to see you. For any of the losers in the chat, you know, I mean, watching and not in the chat, don't forget that that thing. You know, I don't really fucking care. Do what you want. This here is the Freedom Forum, and we're just we're gonna have a little bit of a good time because for me, there's a lot of hard shit ahead of me. So I want to cut loose for a quick minute because, like I said, I've been on the road for the last 5.5 hours. I'm tired, y'all. If you didn't notice, that's why I'm sitting here chugging down the Monster drink. Ooh, nice buzz. Now, I know folks are probably busy with their stuff, and it's hard to see me and hear what is I'm saying because I'm running off of the mobile um what you call it the mobile system just for so that I can be able to do this without having to download a whole bunch of shit to my phone. Um, so it's going to eat up the shit out of my data. Um, but eh, I'm already putting my ass on the fucking line. Might as well put my phone on the line, right? Yeah. So, um, no, I am not joining the convoy so much as in the physical as I am in spirit. Um, no, my outlines of my particular duties lie elsewhere. Bog intel, basically. So, yeah, we're gonna find out what really is fucking going on because we've heard about wars and rumors of wars. We've heard of um, every nation being at every nation's throats. We've heard the song and dance of the politicians, and we've seen the idiocracy of those who are only interested in who's sleeping with who and why. Now, I am going to take a damn meat cleaver to this particular thicket, and we're going to cut through the fine wire and the red tape and reveal the nasty underbelly of what the fuck is going on. That's that as far as it goes. As like I'm trying to be vague, but damn, um, I was never good at being vague. I was just always good at being like either really abrupt or lying my ass off. So, um, I, I'm trying my damnedest not to lie because we know that that's not what this is about. This is about unleashing the truth and making the facts well known. So that's why I'm trying to keep my location and exactly what I'm doing kind of under the collar, close to the vest sort of thing, because what I'm doing isn't illegal by any stretch of the imagination. It's not unlawful by any means. But what it is politically, how would I says that? Without sounding stupid, of course. Because of the politics, it makes it a very hazardous situation. The politics involved, mind. I'm not exactly proud of the fact that as a nation we can't get along, we can't talk to each other and just figure shit out. We got to sit there and squabble over a little bit. We got to squabble over, oh well, one of my gripes. Oh well, I was in the real military. Oh my fucking hell, dude. I'm about to piss y'all off. I swear to God, I'm about to piss some people off who have been in the military, and I do apologize now. But some random cocksucker on the interwebs decided that he was going to go and give me some shit for being militia and tell me that what I'm doing is, again, LARPing, and that the gravy seals that I hang out with and whatnot are just a bunch of goofballs who don't know what the fuck they're doing. I would counter with, motherfucker, I know exactly how painful the fucking bullet still lodged in my calf feels every single fucking moment of my existence. Thank you. I still feel the pain in my guts every fucking day from being stabbed 10 fucking years ago in Los Angeles. So take that LARP bullshit and you can go fucking write a hard one. Because honest to God truth, I don't do this shit for fun. This is not a live action role playing game. It's not a game. People's fucking lives are on the line. Specifically mine. So, yeah, you talk all the shit you want, but at this point, it's a fucking moot point. Bullets do not fucking discriminate. They don't give a shit. And motherfuckers do shoot at me. So you can take that, I was in the real military bullshit and fucking shut up your ass. The real military is something that the founding fathers saw as abhorrent to a free and honest society, to a nation of the people, by the people, and for the people. They also saw that security was necessary to keep that state free. And so the calling forth of the militias, not saying, oh, well, you're this militia, you're that militia. No, calling forth the militias, saying, ladies and gentlemen who are capable physically and armed, please stand forth and render aid to the United States. In a fucking nutshell. The more that you need from that, you're asking for an organization that does not fucking exist. Plain and simple. The only thing that keeps this nation free, in essence, is the armed American citizen. Because, let me put it this way. If Americans were disarmed tomorrow, I guarantee you, within a week, every single one of you fucking cocksuckers that like to go and talk shit about other people and would like to go and run around on the internet would disappear. Instant fucking taneously. You would be hunted down and thrown in a fucking cell because you have a mouth, a viewpoint. So would I. This should be fucking clear. But if you were out of the military, about being in the military, you would be going to jail too. Plain and fucking simple. That's how that works. The reason why you're free to talk shit is because I'm the one getting hit. So, to put it fucking succinctly, the military is not something to be entirely super fucking proud of. Yes, be proud that you stood up and did something great. But if you're out of the military now, you're not still doing it. All of the Minutemen that you're sitting there talking shit about and denigrating yourself, they're still standing, asshole. Think about that before you open your gum bumpers. Start flapping your lips. Because the reality of the situation is they're still out there. They're still getting shot at. And they will be until they're 65 fucking years old or they're dead. One or the other. That's how the militia works. With the rest of that horse shit, oh yeah, you're in the military for what? 4 or 5 years? 10 years, 15 years, 22 fucking years for some Navy guys. My granddad was in the Navy until he was for 23 years. That is fucking peanuts. Goddamn pistachio shells by fucking comparison to what the militia are doing and what the militia have to do for the majority of their lives. From the age of 18 to the age of 65. Guess how many years that is? That's 47 fucking years. That's one hell of a long ass LARP. Yes, Kentucky. I'm heading down. Ish. Down and over and a ways and this, that, and the other, and then maybe going to stop at a certain point and just sit there and take photographs and videography and get that bog intel back to y'all. You know how it works. You can't tell shit about what's going on unless you put boots on the ground. So, yeah, we get all this media interference and this flush in our face, and every now and then we got a few guys that are sitting there talking about this, that, and the other, and whatever, fine. But there's this one situation where actual raw footage of shit happening isn't out there. You got the doctored up shit. You've got the politically driven shit. You don't have anything out there that is 100% a man standing there with a fucking camera in his hand, just taking pictures of shit. I mean, well, barring a couple. I've seen a couple of guys out there, here's the footage of this, down there at Eagle Pass. Yeah, you get all of that extra special shit. But right here, fucking not even a half mile from, they're coming through here too. It's like, okay, I didn't know that, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to record some of that shit. So, yes, I know it's going to be a shit show, and I'm watching my ass. I'm well protected. You know that, brother. You know I'm well protected. Well healed, as it were. Oh. In which case, he might actually be a Minuteman. You ever think of that, Kentucky? He might actually be a Minuteman. Kind of sucks being one of us because you don't get to fucking say, oh, well, I did all this shit and actually have proof. Kind of sucks. I got the enjoyment of getting fucking told, oh, well, 3214 or it didn't happen. Okay. Is that what you say to folks who are in the CIA? Is that what you say to folks who are in the these other private organizations, these private intelligence organizations? Is that what you say to folks who literally just scrape together enough money to be able to do this sort of shit every fucking so often in order to see to their particular prescribed responsibilities so that they can have such things as firearms? See, that's what I'm all about. So yeah, sometimes there is no paper trail. Sometimes there is no medical license. Sometimes there is no DD-214. That doesn't mean that these people don't know these things. It doesn't mean that they're not doing these things. Oh, well, then in that case, if you can prove it out, Kentucky, then go after him. You know, get what's his name? Frogman on it. Don Shipley. He hates them motherfuckers. He really does. I do too. Don't get me wrong. I really have distaste for people who go out there and they claim shit, and not only can they not prove it, but they're not doing it. That really pisses me off because I'm fucking doing it. I'm getting my ass shot off. So if somebody wants to tell me that I'm not fucking doing it, motherfucker, why don't you come over here and lick my fucking scars, asshole? Anyways, I need to kind of tone it back because we got some ladies in the chat now. Sorry, Indy. Hi, Debs. God. Yeah, sitting out here in the middle of the Oregon outback, getting rigged up and ready to roll for tonight because it is fucking a long fucking ways to where I gotta go. Still got at least 2,000 miles underneath my tires. You know, so yeah, all right, Kentucky. If your guts says, you know, that old boy is kind of stinking, well, then start thinking. That's all I can say. It's a matter of some people are fake, and it's hard to tell the difference. Normally, it's going to be your gut instincts that tell you the truth. But just remember that some folks, especially folks like, that say what I'm saying, I am the militia. They are. I mean, you are the militia. So is Indy. So is Debs. So is Garrett. So is who was that asked me that asinine fucking question earlier? John Stone. So is Celtic Grandma. So is all of you. You're all part of the militia. Everybody is part of the militia. Every American citizen born here or naturalized to this country over a 14-year period and being capable of owning arms and standing to their responsibilities as an American citizen are by that effect militia. Not military, they are militia. I'm going to roll down this window so I ain't smoking dew out. I apologize now for the noise. So, yeah, it's something that set me off a little bit because there are people that actually get out there and fucking bust their balls and do it. And then there's those people that like to just sit there behind a keyboard and talk shit while other motherfuckers take the hit for them. That's just, disingenuous in my opinion. If you want to talk shit, then you got to have some grounds to stand on. And sorry, but a full fucking career in the Navy isn't even enough to have shit to something to stand on and talk shit towards a Minuteman. Because Minutemen go their full lives. So, like I said, it's not somewhere to stand on. And like I said, I know I'm gonna piss people off. It's gonna piss you off because, It sounds like I'm belittling people for their military service. Trust me, I am fucking not belittling anybody for their military service. I'm saying that you did, but so did we. And so do we still. Well, we try our damnedest, we work our hardest to fucking do shit, and we do it without a safety net. We don't have all these fancy extra special fucking super munitions and shit and fucking, you know, just, here you go, it's open season, go get them. No, we have to operate within specific parameters. So, that's why I sit there and I'm like, yeah. You guys, you get to play the game of you were military and super soldiers and all that shit. And you had all the fucking fancy equipment and all the fucking backup that the United States could throw at it. And yet, who's still sitting here holding the fucking bag? What's it now? 6, 7 years ago, I tried to fucking get people involved because, hey, you know, it just so happens that when the things are nice and easy, that's when you should just get into it. When things are hard, that's when you realize that this is why we do it. Holy shit. Character matters. What's up, brother? Yeah, we get out there and we bust our balls. You know, I've heard it from all different fucking angles, and I've heard all the different fucking jabs and jibes that you could come up with. You know, oh yeah, well, fucking larpers. Yeah, yep, yeah. It's all just live action role playing because those aren't real bullets. Those aren't real hand grenades that the fucking cartels throw at us. Those aren't real machetes that they're using to lop fucking limbs off and shit. Those aren't real women being fucking murdered and raped on the border. Yeah, it's just a LARP. Sure. That's why I fucking enjoy it so much, don't you know? It's not supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be enjoyable. There's not supposed to be anything nice about it. It's a responsibility. It's a fucking chore, like taking the trash out, mowing the lawn. It's supposed to suck. Otherwise, everybody would do it. What a concept. We actually might have a fighting chance if everybody did it. Ricky, good to see you, brother. Good to see you. I'm actually going to be passing through Colorado, so don't know if it's going to be the same township or whatever, but hey, I'm going to be nearby. Hi. If you couldn't tell, I am sitting at a truck stop right now. In transit. Hey, Kentucky. Dip man there. What's up, brother? I feel like roasted shit. And my instincts are telling me that what I'm walking into is going to be pretty much just like fucking California was. The only difference is maybe I might be able to fucking, I don't know, defend myself. Legally speaking. Fucking nuisances, dumbass. I'm in Oregon. Still. Not that far from Idaho. I fully intend to return to Oregon. Fully intend to return back here. It's just a matter of we need bog intel. Not just, and it needs to be trustworthy. It's just a reality. I've done my damnedest to try and build up some semblance of trust with y'all so that you could be able to understand that I'm coming to you raw and real. I'm not in this to try and lie or talk shit or give myself POBs or kudos or shit. That's not what this is about. There is nothing fucking kudos about this. It is a shit show from beginning to end. To put it in the words that my cousin said for about life itself is 95% a bowl of shit and then 5% a fucking strawberry shortcake. Most of the time you're eating that bowl of shit. Well, it's the same but with bullets. I mean, there's a reason why, I put some money down on some real fucking body armor. Getting shot was not fun. I've been shot twice. I've been stabbed once. While I would rather be shot again than be stabbed again, I sure the fuck don't want to be shot in the first place. Hey, Eric. Good to see you. Frank. Well, I was thinking about that, but every time I put my PayPal down here, people are just like, oh, well, nah, not going to do that. And so I just gave up on it. I do it on my own dime. That's something I can say that the military never does. They don't do shit on their own dime. They do it on ours. And again, who's left holding the on bag? So yeah, I'm gonna go get some footage of the border. Most of my video of the border will be released after the fact, specifically for OPSEC. It has no other reason to be such. Otherwise, I'd live stream straight from the border. I'm not asking you for money. I don't want your money. I'm going to do this on my own dime because I think that it needs the credibility. Plain and simple. Yeah, I'm not going to begrudge somebody that says, well, here, here's fucking 50, $60. Put it in your tank or buy a meal with it. Great, fine. I'm not going to sit there and say, oh, well, I can't take that because it'd be disingenuous. That's a gift. I understand. I appreciate it. But I'm not asking. That's the plain and simple of it. I am not fucking asking. I am doing. My payment will be the naysayers shut the fuck up. Hey, cuz. I'm sorry about that, Debs. Hopefully things work out better for you. Hopefully a surgery just another day as per usual. Hey, Tim, how'd it go? Good to see you, brother. Y'all, there's another patriot right there. One staunch motherfucker, and I love the man. Big Tim, ultra mega patriot for life. Yeah, we should be making America great. Yeah, I know Kentucky. I was pointing out that I know you're not saying that I'm asking for money. I'm saying that I'm not asking for money because it the footage itself, what I'm going to gather, the intelligence I'm going to gather needs that validity. Okay, it needs that validity of I didn't ask you for anything. I'm just simply doing this because it needs to be done, and I'm not seeing people doing it. So while everybody else is away at the convoy doing their little trick, rustle, and haul, or trick, hustle, and roll, yeah, I am going to be taking pictures and video and uploading it for the fucking world to see. And like I said, I'm doing it on my own dime because it needs to have that that push behind it that says he didn't do this for money. He did this because he loves freedom. The freedom to go out and pursue, to go and do what I like, which is I like to write. I like to write good books. And it just so happens that, I like reading my books. If I didn't like reading my books, I wouldn't be writing them. But that being said, my books do not trump my responsibilities. And my responsibilities are because I want to be able to defend myself in the instance that somebody tries to kill me. I want to have the ability to walk around with a fucking gun on my hip if I feel so goddamn inclined. In order to do that, there is a specific responsibility I also must see to. That way I can turn around and when somebody says, well, the Second Amendment doesn't really apply, I can go, yes, motherfucker, it does. And here's the proof. Whatever argument you want to take at me, here's the proof. Do not know any of the above there, Debs. This is actually how the militia works. If there's other people there that I know or that I meet up with or something, that's great because, hey, there's somebody that I know that's there. But regardless of that, there's going to be a bunch of other motherfuckers there. I know that much. And they're probably going to be just as politically inclined as I. The difference is we're probably not going to fight each other from Adam. That is an awesome thing to have there, Eric. So, yeah, I don't know anybody down there. I mean, I can't really say that. I mean, it's YouTube. Everybody knows everybody, sorta, but it's not like, I went to school with them or anything, or, we hung out in class or some shit. No, it happens to be that you're an American, I'm an American. I'm standing here because I'm backing you the fuck up. You're absolutely right, cuz. But when it comes down to it, God doesn't win arguments. He teaches, right? Well, it's up to us to win those arguments. Sometimes it takes a little bit of extra effort. I don't like it any more than you do. Fuck, I wish I was sitting at home taking care of my chickens, killing a damn fox that came in the damn hen house the other night. I'd rather be doing that. But the shitstorm of it is that I've got to get into the fucking thick of it and find out what the fuck's going on so that I can be effective back in where I live. Hey, Seymour, cannabis. So, yeah, pardon my whiny bullshit, but, most people don't even talk about this shit, but it needs to be talked about. It really does. We need to talk about it more. We need to be more active in it. Not necessarily organizing all these different rallies and shit. That's just, I hate to say this, but guys, that's fodder for the FBI to turn around and say they're a criminal organization because you're organized. That's the whole reason why the militia is disorganized. Specifically so that we can't be brought up on those fucking stupid ass charges, which are unlawful in their nature, but they still, it's still a situation that takes away from somebody's life, from many people's lives for a long period of time. This is why it can't be organized. Nothing about it should be organized. There should be no organization between people. There should be one individual or a group of individuals doing their individual part in order to cohesively aid the whole. That's how that works. And the moment that we start going and saying, well, we need to organize and get this organization together and make this, that, and the other happen, as a group, that's when the FBI has their ability to turn around and say, it's an organization. That's why the militia can't be organized. And it bums me out because, you know, back in the day, the organized militias were what, you know, held off the British until the Continental Army could be created. And then they reinforced the Continental Army and the Continental Marines and the Continental Navy, for fuck's sake. So, yeah. You're absolutely right, cuz. That's why I'm not sitting here flashing my pistol everywhere. It is not time to unsheath the sword. It's time to get out there with the pencil and paper and draw down what the fuck's going on. Yeah. Well, there's a reason why we have a goofball kitty name for them there, Debs. Because they're still going to fucking have a head for, you know, they're going to have a head for answers, but they're going to have a head for answers that they want to hear. They're going to look for what their itching ears wish to hear. And unfortunately, that's not what they're going to get. They're not going to listen because they're not going to hear what they want to hear. And inevitably, when all's said and done, it's going to be people like you and me that stand up and do the right fucking thing and get the job done and, you know, inform the masses and, you know, stand to that getting the job done, that are going to turn make it so that those whiny little cocksuckers are still alive to whine. Yeah. Big hugs. Big hugs. Because it's not necessarily going to be safe. It's just going to be the CIA version of safe. That is absolutely true. 100%, cuz that is true. Most government media have sugar-coated the real news. And that means that you're not getting informed with what's really happening. Yeah, I know. I know, Ricky. According to the First Amendment, we're supposed to be able to assemble and organize. But again, it comes down to the RICO Act. That's what puts a damper on that. Because if one person, just one, goes and fucks up, everybody who's in the organization has to deal with their fuck up. And that's why it doesn't work like that anymore. And I wish it did. Because, you know, there's strength in numbers, especially in a situation like this. I mean, for the the LARPer, the LARP operator, the fucking gravy seal, in order to operate effectively, they cannot be part of an organization. It's just a reality. And I'm not happy about it. I don't like it. Hell, I wish with all my soul, I wish that we could just fucking, all right, we're all showing up at this place, this time, in order to do what is necessary to be done because our president won't, our military is castrated by it, and our fucking border patrol is just letting them happen. I wish we could do that. Sadly enough, we can't. We kind of have to just sort of ooze into the area and just kind of filter in. And then all of a sudden, we're all there. That's how that works. It's got to be disorganized. I'm not proud of it. Fuck, I am so goddamn fucking ashamed of that shit. If Hoover ever did anything to destroy the United States, it was the RICO Act. Yeah, okay, whatever. They took down the mafia. They took down some of these other criminal organizations. They use it in order to fucking take on gangs. Great. It literally fucked the militia to the point where, sure, you can render aid to another Minuteman, but you can't be part of the same fucking organization. Jesus fucking Mary and Joseph. That's gonna be a lovely fucking day. Most people don't know this, but the gaps in the border between Texas and America, or for that matter, anywhere along the border in America, there are so many fucking holes. There are so many gaps in the fence, and there are so few actual Border Patrol agents, let alone Border Patrol agents that are going to do their jobs as is appropriate, because after the fucking the asylum seekers treaty, the 20 teens, and before that the the sovereign soil treaty, the Mexican American sovereign soil treaty of 1981. Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure if that's exactly true. I think it's 1981. The whole thing about that is that once, you know, an illegal alien or an undocumented immigrant, whatever the fuck you want to call it, places foot on American soil and they request asylum, they cannot be deported to Mexico if they're not from Mexico. Okay, meaning that they are actual citizens of Mexico until their court date. Once they have their court date, then they can be taken right the fuck back to the country that they came from if they're not allowed to be here in the United States. Those particular treatises screwed us. They did. They were done with the best of intentions. But what did they say about, you know, Rome? You know, Rome was built on the best of intentions and burned in a day. Guadalupe Treaty, thank you. That's that's even older than the fucking the ones I was quoting. That's really good, Seymour. Thank you. See here, what was it? Rio Grande, Texas. Some places you can swim across, other places you can step across. Yeah, the places you can step across are really heavily patrolled by Border Patrol and Texas National Guard. Supposedly. I'm saying supposedly because it is alleged that that is the case. There is documentation to proof that it has happened, at least for the time that the cameras were on. But again, you know, amount of personnel versus the amount of the distance that there is of the border there. The border is fucking huge. Yes, Seymour, that's right. It is the base plate of all that followed. And followed. Top convoy led by a fake Army of God convoy, 1,000 troops from Florida, Texas Guard, now Democrat rally, just waiting on the cartel to show up. I don't want the cartel to show up. I'm going to be fucking fair and honest with y'all. I'm not afraid. I don't have the ability to be afraid. You know, that initial, ooh, shit, sort of scared. Yeah, okay. But afraid to the point of terror, to the point of, gut-wrenching, ass-gluing terror, I don't have that. I've never had it. I either get scared and run away or get scared and run towards. I've never been the kind of person who can just kind of glue my ass in place and do nothing. So, yeah, I'm scared of the fucking cartel. That doesn't mean I'm running. That doesn't mean my ass is glued in place in utter sheer terror and incapable of doing a fucking thing. That you feel that instance of pitter patter in your chest, and then that goes away. And then you just keep calm and, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, sight picture, finger on the trigger, breathe out, squeeze. So, yeah, I'm not gripped in utter terror. I am scared. Anybody should be. A little bit of fear is healthy. But to be fair and honest, it's a shitty situation. Nobody's getting out of this fucking bit without, at the very least, some very strong words. And maybe a couple of rounds of fisticuffs. At the very least. It kind of pisses me off because I would rather it just be, you need to do this the right fucking way and that's how it's going to be. Unfortunately, that's not the case. And we're watching as legislation gets fucking pushed through that is thousands and thousands of pages long. And the Democrats are saying, well, it's a good bill. And the Rhino Republicans are saying, well, we need to give something. And the regular Republicans and the independents that are still fucking alive, just not represented, are sitting there going, yeah, but it's still kind of gay. That's why it's like I'm on this level of I'm still going in. I'm still going to get in there and I'm going to find out what the fuck's going on. Um, but I'm not expecting for an easy time of it. I'm praying for an easy time of it. I'm hoping for an easy time of it, but I'm expecting a shit show. I'm expecting to end up going there, showing up, fucking getting the footage I need, setting up an FOB, and then, you know, doing a couple of night patrols, and then that's it. I'm fuck out. Intel gathered, I'm gone, you know. Yeah, he opened the fucking border with a stroke of a pen. He could close it with a stroke of a pen, but he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to go by Title 8. He wants to go by Biden's whims. And Biden's whimsy is dementia. Thick as fucking Louisiana fog. Dementia. And see, that's the other side of it too. Yes, Kentucky, that is 100% on point with that. You know, his profit margin will drop. And the fact that his profit margin is dropping because of who is paying him to bring people across the border. Specific types of people. You'll notice that a lot of women and children are being turned back. They're not getting the asylum that they're seeking. At least that way, that's how it looks like in, you know, the media, the independent media, the fucking, you know, even the fucking news. I'm not worried about blue helmets. I'm not. You know what I'm worried about? Red ones. That's what I'm worried about. Red ones with the 5 stars in a circle and 1 star in the middle. Really, we should be seeing the information about the kids. It's still happening just like it was in the fucking Obama era. It's just that, you know, what are you going to do? You and I are not Border Patrol agents. We are Americans. The most that we can do is complain and put our own dicks on the chopping block. Oh my fucking hell. That is classic funny. That shit right there is fucking classic funny. You could tell how much Putin hates Biden if he's fucking willing to back up Abbott. That's fucking funny. Oh God, that is hilarious. My God, dude, you're gonna have me fucking busting a stitch here. That was too funny. Russia's pledging military assistance to Abbott. Dude, if let me point something out. Russia and China are they're international partners. And so while that would be absolutely fucking just astonishingly funny, I highly doubt that it would actually fly. Okay? Just because, you know, and I'm not saying that it didn't, it's not happening. I'm saying that it would be fucking astonishingly funny if it completed. Russian troops standing with American citizens against the fucktard at the top. Holy shit, man. That's too funny. Oh, he's willing to supply Abbott with military gear. Dude, Russia's military gear. Oh my God. Oh my God. I wouldn't even put it up against the Chinese gear. And that's saying some shit, man. I mean, we all know that China based off all of their weapons off of Russian gear. I still would not like to see what a firefight between the two would be. You know, the reality of it is, like Song says, these guys at the border are not crossing over with the interest of assimilating into the United States, becoming a United States citizen, working their asses off and drinking pizzas eating pizzas and drinking beer. They are here specifically, and this is not just my opinion. This is something that, if you guys have a memory like mine and you paid attention to West Point back in the 90s to early 2000s, you'd remember a specific speech about it from an individual colonel, lieutenant colonel, I believe, or lieutenant commander, one of the two, speaking to the cadets there about what the next near peer engagement would look like. And if you have that memory locked in your mind, and you're watching the fucking news, and you're watching the documentary that was just recently released about what's happening and who's coming across the border right now, then you know exactly what is fucking going on. You're not stupid. You're paying attention. Yeah. I don't even think that we're going to be speaking Thai at this point. We might end up fucking speaking Cantonese. I don't know about y'all, but my accent does not work with Cantonese. I mean, if I says, I mean, it don't sound like it's supposed to, damn it. I don't speak Cantonese, just so you know. I don't speak any kind of Chinese whatsoever. I don't know Chinese. So learning to speak Chinese, I mean, could y'all see me with, with my Arkansas accent, my southern side of me, my family, the way as I talk with that little bit of country fried speaking Cantonese. Dear Lord, I've been laughing my ass off just listening to my ass. So, allegedly, yeah. And this is what's coming into the country, y'all. These are the people here that's coming into the country because the militia has been fucking hamstrung and told you may not, because the Border Patrol's got it. What? Yeah, the Border Patrol ain't got shit. They are literally processing paperwork, and that's it. They are basically functioning as ICE agents right now. And so what they're doing is they're just bringing these people in. The Texas National Guard are not allowed to interfere because it's, Border Patrol is a federal organization. And folks are telling me, oh, well, this, that, and the other, militia, this, that, and the other. Dude, listen. We were the first to be hamstrung. We were the first to be stopped. We were told you may not fire back in response to being fired upon. Did y'all get that memo? Because I certainly got it in fucking lead. This is what bothers me, folks. You want to sit there and says, well, it's just a cop. The fuck? It's just a cop. Okay. It's just a cop until it's just your daughter. Yeah, shut the fuck up with that bullshit. It's just a cop until it's your mama. Like I said, shut the fuck up with that bullshit. And yes, the UN are paying them to come. We pay them more when they get here. The only nation to ever pay for its own fucking invasion. You're absolutely correct with that. People are the type of people coming into our country are assaulting the police. Our police officers taking jobs, taking homes, and food off the table. Really well said. Even though, pardon me, grammar could be worked with, we're not going to get on that. What we're going to get on is what's in this comment. These are the type of people coming into our country, assaulting our police, taking our jobs, taking our homes, and our food off of the table. And then telling us, you owe me because your president said so. Here's my response to that. Behold, the meme finger. There's my response at it. That was for him and that was for his horse. That's what I'm saying here. This is a situation of y'all need to understand how close we are to literally fucking walking out our front doors and watching our neighbors be murdered in their front yards. Capiche? Comprendes, Mendez? You gather what I'm putting down here, Gander? We are this fucking close to shit going kinetic. And it's literally wearing away as we speak about it. Keep your powder dry. Keep your ammunition clean. Keep your fucking guns lubed. And keep your body armor up to date. You're going to need them. I fucking hate saying that, but you're going to need them. These people are they're on my nerves. The people in the fucking Congress are on my shit list. And the motherfucker at the top, well, I'm not allowed to fucking have an opinion on him, but god damn it, here's my opinion on him. Fuck Joe Biden. That son of a bitch is the fucking reason I have so many troubles. And I'll fucking outright say it, because let me say something else wise. I was on Social Security. That motherfucker started weeding out of the Social Security fund to turn around and take it and give it to illegal aliens. So people who are like me, who were on Social Security, are no longer on Social Security. We got to work a fucking job 9 to 5, injured or not, physically capable or not, mentally capable or not, authority complex or not. We have to work a 9 to 5, or well, 9 to 5. Anyways, or 5 to 9. Yeah, they're housing illegals in public schools. They are housing illegals in dilapidated buildings that have been set to demolition. They are housing illegals in public parks. Now, I don't know if you know this, but there are a fuck ton of pedophiles coming across that border. What was the last count? Like 100 and something fucking FBI watch list terrorists? And that's just the ones they caught. So, and this is just in the media. This is all alleged by the media. We have no fucking clue, boots on the ground. This is one of the fucking main reasons I need to get in there. I need to find out what the fuck's going on. Because if I can get down there and I can get fucking bog intel and we can figure out what the fuck's going on, we can make decisions for ourselves. That's the whole idea here. Yes, I know that all too well. Veterans are being evicted from their rental flats that they have already have paid off for that particular month or whatever, getting evicted the fuck out so that they could put illegal immigrants in there so that the fucking landlord can get subsidies from the government for maybe, $50, $100 more per illegal. Woo. That's where we're at. That's the situation we're in. And folks want me to just take a step back and go, oh, well, it's not my problem. No, fuck you. It is my problem. You made it my problem. You made it my problem. When I got the phone call, hey, dude, shit's about to pop off. Are you armed up? Are you fucking, do you have your proper equipment? Do you have, everything you need? Is there going to be a situation where you were going to have to come in and fucking drag your ass out? I got that phone call. I was like, all right, time to do something. This sitting and spinning on shit ain't doing nothing. It's just making us all look bad. We have to get shit done. We have to actually put hands on. We have to fucking put boots on the ground. It is not a situation anymore if you can just sit back and watch it all go down. You can't just pick up pieces if there's no pieces to pick up. Yeah. That's all getting I've been telling people that's all getting taken. They are rerouting that to the illegals. $5,000 credit cards. Brand new cell phones. Cars. Yes, cars. Bus tickets. Here, go and sit in this fucking hotel room while our veterans sit on their asses on the fucking sidewalk While our militiamen work their asses off in order to pay for your fucking ass to sit in a goddamn cushy ass fucking hotel room. Yeah, fuck that shit, man. Oh yeah, and expensive fucking clothes that even, adults can't afford for their kids. It's let me put it this way. If you think Carhartt is expensive, you don't understand what's being handed to these people. I'll put it this way. I spent $300 on this body armor. 300 bucks on that shit. You know what those fucking illegals are getting? Mind you, I had to take a hit and a loan to actually get that, so that I'd be able to protect myself against getting shot in the chest. Do you know what these motherfucking illegals are getting? New cars, Gucci, fucking top of the line Premier body armor. When I say Premier, I mean the brand name. They're getting the best of everything. They're getting fucking handed weapons. Handed fucking firearms. Do you understand? Do you gather what the fuck I am laying down here? These people are getting firearms that we do not even trust our own citizens with. You can have a firearm. You can have a firearm, but you can't have the ones that the illegal aliens are allowed to have. SBRs, binary triggers, machine guns, bump stocks. Need I go on? And then you're telling me I can't have a fucking more than a black powder revolver and a fucking air gun to defend my ass. But these motherfuckers get goddamn fucking M16s with damn, M123 grenade launchers on the motherfuckers. The built-in bloop tubes. But I can't have. No, Blaine, you can't have, because we know you'd actually fucking use them. Say what? I'm sorry, I must be a hard of hearing. What did you say? No, I'm not hard of hearing. I heard exactly what you said. Oh, fuck. And this is precisely why I have a problem with it. They're not even having to pay for this shit. If you want to go get an SBR, say, all right, it's $200 tax stamp plus the percentage, so that you can be able to afford the percentage of the price of the rifle itself, on top of the rifle's price. Then on top of that, there's the ammunition, there's the accessories, there's this, that, and the other. There's also the waiting period in whatever state has those waiting periods. There is, oh yeah, if you're not a specific type of licensee, you cannot have one of those. I fucking guarantee it. And on top of this, they're trying to make it so that, regular average citizens can't even have semi-automatics. Oh, what? These cocksuckers are getting full autos. They're getting the fucking fun switches. But you and me, We got to run around with single action army revolvers. And they're making these people police officers. Let me just ask you something. If you're pulled over by somebody who can't even fucking speak English, the best English that they can speak is, sorry, sir, could you please give me your driver's license and the insurance thingy? What? You want me to give you my paperwork? You can't even give me a fucking coherent sentence. There's something wrong here, son. I don't know where you're from, but here in America, the only people that I have to do that for are people who are actually American citizens and law enforcement in the instance of a traffic stop or after a crime has been committed. And only those particular instances. I don't have to fucking hand my paperwork to anybody who cannot fucking speak English. Hand to God. If they can't speak English, I ask for their supervisor, and so on, and so on, and so forth. This is why I cannot fucking stand for a second this shit going on. And you shouldn't be there just letting it happen either. Because trust in me now and believe me later, when you get pulled over to the side of the road by a fucking, highway patrol or whatever, state trooper, and then they can't actually give you a coherent sentence in English, which is the predominant language in the world, there's something wrong with that. There's just something wrong with it, especially in America, where, guess what? We speak English, we speak French, we speak Spanish, we speak German, we speak all sorts of fucking languages, but the predominant language in this country to this day is English. Because it's the predominant language in the world. Anyways, my rants, I'm on a level of pissy. Yeah, we won't even possibly have summer. We're dealing with a bunch of fucking illegals in flux. This is a worst case scenario. This is a shit situation, and, there ain't enough handy wipes in the world to fix it. It's a situation of, if what my suspicions are come to be true, you better pray to God that you got guns. You better pray to God that if you didn't get guns, you were smart enough to get an air gun. Because the only thing that's going to save your bacon bits is being too far away for the motherfucker for them to see you. Plain and simple. It ain't pretty, but it's the case. I'm not proud of it. I ain't fucking happy about it. I'm madder than a fucking old red hen about this shit. I had to go and turn on the fucking truck because my batteries are diesel. They're getting dizzy. There we go. Uh, and there's that too. The cold weather, all this shit is coming. All of it's coming at the worst possible time. You know, I'm running around in fucking hand-me-downs and fucking, you know, 5-year-old fucking body armor jackets and shit. You know, 12-year-old body armor jackets and shit, and fucking hand-me-down fucking rain slickers. That's what I'm running around in. These motherfuckers has got goddamn brand new Gucci shoes and shit, Nikes, fucking, you know, Reebok and fucking Adidas gear, like what I'm wearing. Difference is it's not hand-me-down. It's fucking fresh off the shelf. And these motherfuckers want to tell me, oh, well, you know, boo-hoo to you, dude. Boo-hoo to me. Motherfucker, I work my ass off to get these. And they're still fucking hand-me-downs. Fuck you and your fucking boo-hoo to you. Why don't you get up off your ass and do something about it? Oh, yeah, that's right. You voted for Biden. So whatever he does, pat that ass. I mean, you know, you hear me out though. Fucking Gucci shoes, body armor made by fucking Gucci. Have you seen some of the shit these motherfuckers are being gifted? Just straight gifted, not even fucking expected to pay for it at a later date. Just out the gate. Here, have it. They come into this country with clean fucking clothes, and then we give them more. Rather than them working for it, like the rest of us poor sods have to, and then, I don't know, appreciating what the fuck they're buying. Maybe they'll wear it for about, 12 years. Nah. You don't find that fucking Gucci fucking leather jacket in the fucking gutter. You're going to be finding these motherfuckers robbing liquor stores with fully automatic weapons saying, oh, well, it's you guys' fault. You legal lawful gun owners are the reason why, because only legal lawful gun owners can get their hands on these, fully auto, semi-automatic weapons. For real now. Only, only, because last I checked, when I was living down there in Watts, I had no less than 3 different fucking offers for somebody to sell me a fully automatic with the 3rd rivet, with all the little gifts and gadgets and gizmos, and the fucking bayonet, and the fucking fold them over AK-47 or AKM variant. Yes, all the different special stuff. Just here. Don't bring it back. Oh, by the way, that's $1,500. No joke. I didn't buy it because I knew there was bodies on that motherfucker. But, my point remains. You think that American regular dudes and average hands on that shit? You are out of your fucking depth. Let's be clear. You are way the fuck out of your depth. Even average American Joes can't get their hands on that shit. Haven't been able to since before the 60s, man. And you want to tell me about this horse shit of, oh, but it's y'all's fault. You gun owners. You know where you can stick that. Hey, you like my signal mirror? Yeah. Signals! Something you could use a fucking cigarette case for. If it'll stay shut. But yeah, fun shit, you know. Things that you learn when you've been in it as long as I have. I'm looking at this as we are going to be fighting an uphill battle, and it's best to get the intel now because later it's going to be a lot more fucking difficult. I'm still going to get my ass shot off. I already know it. I ain't stupid. I know. I wish I could have afforded fucking body armor for Houdini. Be fair and honest. I couldn't. It was body armor for him or body armor for me. And even at that, one fucking panel. One fucking panel. One plate. You're kind of asked out for the rest. Yeah. I smell a rat. I'm just gonna be honest about that. I smell a rat in the wood pile. Somebody needs to smack that son of a bitch in the White House. Hey, Hunter, can you do me a favor? Turn around and slap the shit out of your daddy. Because that motherfucker don't know fuck all. Jesus Christ. Save me from the stupid motherfuckers. See, we're going to be dealing with this shit whether we want to or not. We're going to be the ones left holding the bag. And the only way to make it so that it's not the case, well, one, we need to get lucky. And something's got to happen for to make it so that we get Trump in the White House, or we get Joe Blow off the fucking street, average dude that is actually more invested in America than any fucking goddamn politician out there, into the White House. This is the only fix it for this. On top of that, we have to have Congress working in tandem with that. On top of that, the militia needs to be reinstated in its entirety. And when I say the militia, I'm not talking about the military. I'm not talking about the military-industrial complex. I'm not talking about the different branches of the military. I'm talking about the average American citizen with a rifle and body armor and the training to be able to utilize them effectively and appropriately. That is the only fucking way we get out of this shit. Otherwise, you better off just bending over and kissing your ass goodbye. Because that's what we're looking at. That's the outlook on this situation. Bend over, stick your head between your knees, and kiss your ass goodbye. We have the enjoyment thus far of not having to walk out of our houses. I'll say it plurally. We have the enjoyment of not having to walk out of our houses with a rifle in one hand and our kids in the other at this moment. That is not going to continue. Prep up or prep up and step up, or lay down and die. The whole thing, join or die shit. Well, we can't exactly join together because it's unlawful. Well, illegal. And I say that there is a distinction there. There is a distinction in difference, because what is lawful is often not legal, and what is legal is often not lawful. I am doing my damnedest to try and keep my head strapped on straight while going through this shit, but there's no fucking guarantees. Sorry, buddy. We'll be on the road soon. Don't worry. I know you don't like the lights. Anyways, yeah, this is what's in front of us. So, as has been said long before I was ever a fucking twinkle in my daddy's eye, to arms, the British are coming, the British are coming. To arms, by land, the British are coming. So, this has been another installment of the Freedom Forum by Ye Old Guardsman and motherfuckers. Well, shit. God bless you. God bless America. God guide my bullet. Ancestors be with us. I am Ye Old Guardsman motherfuckers. I'm out.